Hi everyone, a warm welcome to this space created for you. This conference open to the public, created for a cheerful life, what we all deserve. We are so glad every 15 days to have or even create one space for learning and knowledge about the quality of life and also well-being. We are here talking about the well-being in the elderly. We already have different conferences talking about the same topic. We would like to talk today about the importance of seniors in family life. So today we're going to talk about that, but also we would like to invite you to send us your suggestion, questions, or even comments that you would like to share with us also about the topics or even something that you would like to learn and know about or even know in this place. So welcome for this topic that we're going to talk today. Let's start talking about the importance about the seniors in family life, talking about what it means to be a family. And the family today is the nucleus of the society, but focusing one topic, that is the solidarity or even the support. For the United Union, that is the meaning of family. But taking account the meaning of family, we have to talk about what is the most important things that are part of a family. We have in a family that different generations find each other. We have parents, sons, or children. We have also grandparents and also grandchildren at the same time. And that is the union of different generations when they find each other in the same situation. Also, a family will be where the place when they find each other and sympathy and commitment, so they have same purpose or even same values and principles in the same place. As a family, also we have the meaning of, well, we can be we can learn in that place or even be an harmonized place for rights, and also what you can demand a social life. Is the first place where you learn to be a social person, and also where you can learn how to create an important or even a good bond in your life. Also, the family is a place where you can learn how to create this autonomy and independence about yourself. So also will be the way that you can connect with different situations that are important to understand and have each other as individuals and also as society members. Knowing that, we would like to share now this quote that is, currently the family has become the stability key for its members in situations of crisis, illness, disadvantage, or dependence, minimizing the dramatic effects caused by these problems. This is one of the ways that we can also see the meaning of family. Also, is not only the place where you can receive support, is also the place where you can find different situations that will be difficult for you to confront, but you will have the strength and also the support of that members. There you will find in the family. Knowing this, is important to understand how these members will complete or even develop some roles in our lives. For that reason, we would like to talk about the family, specify about the seniors in the family life. So talk about the family is talk about the different roles, and the different roles will be the moment when we talk about the elderly in that moment. So let's talk about the role that you play as a older adult in your family. And one of that will be that the elderly or even the older adults develop some roles. We have them right now. The first role will be as a stabilizer. When we talk about that role, the elderly sometimes bring calmness in times that the family confront some crises and external catastrophes. So then when the family confronts that kind of situations, the elderly will develop that role of be that person that is staying calm and will provide some strategies to confront that situation. Also, they will offer a stable foundation to the children and also to the grandchildren to confront and also understand how they will confront conflicts or even some situations about the parenting in that situation that will be in sometimes a crisis time. Knowing that, we will have other role that the elderly develop in the family and will be the family keeper or family guardian. The family keeper will be the elderly who can be a person that can provide protection, can provide caregiving to the family members, and also the ones that can understand when there is a conflict and also can understand how the family can resolve that situation in a better way. We have also the background of this role, like something that they can teach to the other generations. So they can also tell to the grandchildren and children how, or adult children that they already have, how to resolve some different situations and also completing that keeper role. We have other role. Also, as a keeper role, we have that associated to the elderly because they are ones who provide advices and different point of view with the experience that they have. So for that reason, we look for them, searching for something that they can even do in a better way. So they also will do or even complete that role in that way, being the ones that you can look for a good advice or even to understand what are you living in that state of your life. Now we have the other role is as a mediator or facilitator. This is the role of we consider of one of the greater resolve conflicts will be that older adult that can help you to understand the different point of views. Sometimes the elderly adults or the elderly help you with the way to understand different conflicts. If you can search for that help, will be in a better way if you search for the older adults that you have in your family, or if they are close, you can also ask for them. And even in a conflict where they are part or where they don't know about the situation, you can look for them and also they can help you to be objective with one decision or even with one situation that you need to confront in that moment. They will help you with the information and development of the family members, contributing with the way they can also take the time to teach to the other family members to how to do the things or even support or be part of different situation of the family. They have as a figure of respect. For that reason, they will teach to the other generations how to be respectful, or even they will teach different values and principles. And the last role will be the family historian. And the family historian will be that role that they relate as the part of the past and the present will connect and will be involved when they talk with the adult children and grandchildren, completing and connecting with the legacy and traditions of the family. For that reason, it's important to let them talk about how will be the family history, something that are important about the family traditions that they already did so 10 or 20 years before. That will complete the legacy. For that reason, they can complete their role in the better way, and also teach to the others family members how they can look for other way or even complete the traditions and commemoration they already have as a family. Union, they have that different celebrations, parties, some situations that makes the family will be together. It doesn't matter if you have distance between them. If the family will not always can be reunited every year or every month, they can also have different connections if they have that tradition. For that reason, this role is one of the most important to complete the legacy of the family. Knowing now these roles that we have or we have connected to the older adults, we have to know now which are the family dynamics of older adults. And this is really important because it's the way that we can also understand what is happening in the elderly, and also they can have a big impact in the elderly health as a physical and mental way. For the reason, one of the family plays a meaningful role in relationship with the elderly. So the family needs to be so active to understand and see the sign alarms, or even when they can develop that roles, or if the elderly person would like to take different decisions, and also you can support that kind of decisions, knowing that this elderly adult have the enough autonomy, or even if they have the power to recognize the abilities they already have. So even you have to understand if your elderly adult in your family is in one of these instances, and even if you can help or support one of these three different instances. The first one that we have is that the elderly with high vulnerability. How to recognize this kind of elderly adults is when we recognize one of the adults or even one of the members of the family can have this autonomy or can be autonomous for themselves, and also they have some physical and mental issues, or don't have retirement income, or they don't have economic support that will make them financial self-supporting. So if you can even recognize that kind of sign alarms or that kind of signs, you can see that maybe that elderly have high vulnerability, and in that case you must know that they have that stage and they are in that stage, so you can help and be a supportive family. You can even be with them or live with them most of the time, or even you can seek for the professional support if you can see and recognize that kind of signs. It's important to talk with the elderly adults when you recognize that kind of signs or characteristics, because sometimes they don't feel with the confidence to share that kind of disabilities or that kind of illness that they are developing with the time, that is normal and natural, and will be a good way to have a good conversation about how they feel, and being so honest about if you feel worried about their health, about the security that they have, and also be part of that decision and also take decisions together. The other stages will be the elderly without family support. We have to understand that most of in this time, the elderly will develop some different autonomy that maybe 30 or 40 years ago they don't have, because they now have different retired incomes or financial self-supporting. So they will be more autonomous, and they will have some ways to be a person that can develop by or even take decision by themselves. In this situation, the elderly becomes individuals that would like to live alone without a partner, or they would like to be alone in a different place, not always living in a family, playing a different role. For that reason, we would like to show you the benefits that this will have and this decision will have. Remember that if that elderly adult have different physical and mental issues, you can take direction and also take the decision to talk with them in the specific moment. But also these now new dynamics are more frequently, and then you will find this will change the socio-family dynamics in the future. You will find that this is a good decision because they develop self-esteem and also confidence. They can do different tasks for themselves, and also this can help you if you have different responsibilities to feel that security that your grandma or even your father can take care of themselves or themselves in the better way. This is a good decision and also will help to them to develop or do things autonomously. Also, keep the independence in the elderly will help with many ways, and also will help with the physical and mental health issues, because they question to themselves that they have to be a healthier person to keep that autonomy. So they will care of themselves in a better way. So if you can feel relaxed, or even you can feel a good son or a good daughter, if your father or mother take that decision to live alone, knowing that they are autonomous in that different stage that we already told you. And the other stage that we bring to you is the major adult as a family support. This is one of the common roles that the elder adults develop in the time, because this is the way that you recognize an elderly in a family, because they are the keeper or the caregiver in the family. They are the ones to play the role sometimes to take care of the grandchildren when the parents can't take care of them, and also are ones to take parenting each other with the parents in different situations. So you can find this role that plays in many ways and in different situations in different families. They take the responsibility to hold the home, and also they develop different tasks. But also we have to take care of if they can play that role completely, because sometimes we need to recognize if they can complete that task in the better way. Sometimes we don't have the enough help, or even we don't feel sure of ask some external help, but we have to be conscious about if they can develop that role for the age that they will have. If you recognize that they have some mental issues, and that is one reason for that, they can develop some tasks, or they are having some memory conflicts, or even with the physical issues, they stop to do the things, or they are more slowly. You have to recognize that signs and see, and being honest, if you need that help, they can support you in a different way, not with all the tasks, but also you can tell them that they can help you with different tasks. Now they don't have all the abilities to help you with that role. For that reason, feel ensured they can develop that role, and also for their own well-being will help, not only with the tax or even with the householding, that will help them to not increase some illness or some difficulties that will come with the elderly naturally. Now, in this different stage, we will like to share with you some different tips or some different keys to be part of that role, and also promote different situations. As a family member, have you been supportive of the elderly? This is one of the questions that we would like to ask you, because it's important to understand and see if you ever be one of that persons that make that the aging will be a good stage of life. And also, if you are being the person that connect the elderly with other people, that they can find a good network to find each other, to talk each other, and also to where they can find a good way to share this new stage for life. Different persons that they can even talk about the situations that they are living, or even share different knowledge. We have here the first key, that is promote the spaces for social interaction with family members of different generations, friends, neighbors, and community. They can develop different roles, not only with the same partners. They can also be teachers, or even they can be part of the community in different roles, helping to the neighbors, helping to the new generations. And also this social interaction makes them feel more safe to ask for help when they need it, when they know that they need it, and also will help them with the mental health in the way that they feel useful also in that stage of life. The other key that we have is make them feel useful. As I already told you, seniors who feel needed by their loved ones usually live longer and better. This is one of the things that will help us more with the mental health, because if you feel that you are needed for your family, community, or neighbors, you feel, or you will understand that you have too much more to live. You can also complete a project in this stage of life. You can also create something new to do and share with the people, because will be useful and important, and the people will receive it in the same way. The other key that we have is perform a needs assessment with the entire priority support group, then proceed to manage the necessary resource. How we can explain this is like in the better way will be the way that we can also perform different meetings with the family members, and also start to see if you need different strategies to, confront a crisis or difficulty as a family, and also will be part of that priority group support. They can also develop the role of give good advice, or even they can help with one emotional support with different members. That will be important to recognize the resource that you already have as a family, and start to create different strategies to connect with the way that you can resolve that situation. That is important to have the meetings, because when you have a support group, is the way that you can connect with external people. But if you have that support group as a family, that will help you to recognize if you are needed or if you are not having something that is important. So you can look for the necessary resource that you already have and look for the new strategies that will help you to be a really support group as a family. The other tip that we have is involve the different members of the family in the care and support of the elderly. Everyone can support in different ways. Remember that we talk about this in a different concept, and is every member plays a role in the family. We talk about the elderly roles, and also remember that sometimes the grandchildren could be a good support for the elderly adults in that situation, that, or even in that stage, that they will teach something to the elderly to be more active, to understand something new about the generations, the new generations, and also the elderly adults will teach all the experience, all the different knowledge that they already have with the life experience, with the life situation that they have to resolve. So try to connect them with different situations and with different members of the family, that they will connect different knowledge and different situations that they will increase the well-being of the different family members. We have other kids for you, and is teaching about the importance of keeping moving as long as possible to prevent some physical and mental illness. This is a task that we have to develop as a family members. Everyone can help with that, because you can realize about something that is important to keep as a family. If you are having a good food routine, if you are having this sleeping routine that is helping you to have more energy every day, try to recognize if one of the family members is not developing that good routine or health routine, and also be that kind of alarm to help to see if one of the members of the family is not completing that health routine, and also that will prevent to live and also have different mental and physical illness. We talk about that kids in different conferences about how to increase the mental health in the older adults, how to increase the physical health in the elderly. So you have already that conference where you can know a little bit more deeper about this kind of tips that we have for you. Motivate the elderly person to learn new things, such as a strategy to make good use of free time, cooking, technology management, meditation, crafts, among others. The free time is one of the good friends in the elderly. We don't have to see this free time as an enemy in this stage of life, because will be the more stage that we have longer in that stage of life. So you can teach to the elderly adults how to use that free time, teaching something new, like how to manage technology advices, to be connected with different partners or family parties, and also they can use that time to create different crafts plays, because also you can create different plays to do in the family, and also they will develop your mental health. You can also teach them how to have different activities to decrease the emotional ups and downs, like feel so angry or frustrated. So you can even use that free time to learn a different thing that will help with the mental health and with the physical health. One of the other keys that is not here in the slides is the emotional support and the support that you will find in your networks. Something that you can develop in the different tags and the different tips that we already shared with you. because the way that we can connect with the people will be the way they can connect with you. So if you know that there's someone that can help you with something, feel the confidence to ask for that help. That is important in this stage of life, because many times we live a life without the help of the others, or being so autonomous. And in this stage of life, sometimes we start to feel the need, or that is necessary to ask for help. So feel the confidence in your network, or even creating new connections in different bonds with different people, where you feel the confidence and the security to ask for help if you need it. Knowing of this, we would like to close with this quote. The topic and is, old age is not a burden, is an opportunity to share the wisdom and experience accumulated over the years. Knowing this, as we always talk to you, and the older age, or the old age, is not a burden, it's not a limit, it's not something that we must to talk about with that bad feeling, or even with that loneliness. We can see this stage of life as a new opportunity to increase abilities, to learn something new, to create a new project, to even connect with our family in a completely way, or even in the better way. Knowing this, we would like to connect also with you in our different social media ways that we have. We can also connect with you by Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also you can see this conference that we have in YouTube if you would like to share with about different topics that we already talk. And also you can connect with us in our different social medias. If you are a member of A Cheerful Life, you can also ask for the counseling sessions if you are living a grieving process, or even if you would like to talk about different topics that are difficult for you to confront. We can connect, or even you can connect with us through our email, countontme@acheerfullife.com, and also you will have the WhatsApp numbers where you can ask for the counseling session. Thank you so much for this space and also for your time. Remember that we create these kind of spaces for you and also for your well-being. And remember that a cheerful life is what we all deserve.